All right, shalom, shalom. Israel is brother Kazak Magun. First and foremost, want to give all honor and glory to the Most High Yahweh. We do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Right. So today I'm gonna be giving y'all some precepts, that you could kind of go into, that you could use on, how to deal with depression. How to deal with depression. How to kind of cut that depression demon when it comes upon you. I'm a Lord willing, I could give you some precepts, to help you cut that demon, man, because that's a demon. When those demons come upon us, hey, we got to cut them, man. Let me go to this real quick. You got to cut that demon when it comes upon you, to kind of tempt you or to kind of weigh you down. You got to cut that demon, man. And chiefly you got to cut it with the word. Yahweh Shai, he taught us this, right? This is the book of Luke, chapter 4, and verse 1. It says, and Yahweh Shai, being full of the Holy Spirit, returned from Jordan and was led by the Spirit into the wilderness, being 40 days tempted of the devil. And in those days he did eat nothing, and when they were ended, he afterward hungered. And the devil said unto him, if thou be the Son of the Most High, command this stone that it be made bread. And what? The devil is tempting Yahweh Shai. And let's see what Yahweh Shai did, right? Verse 4. It says, and Yahweh Shai answered him, saying, it is written that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. Right? So Yahweh Shai, hey, he went straight to the scriptures. Cut his ass right then and there. That's chiefly what we have to do. When that spirit of depression comes upon us, hey, go to them scriptures, man. Hey, put you a little precept book together, write you down a list of precepts or whatever, to go to. And, when you're feeling down, when you're feeling depressed, hey, go to these scriptures, man. It's like it. Let's go to this real quick. Let's go to the book of Sirach. And I wanted to do this video because I did it before. I did it a couple months back, but something was wrong with the audio. I got a new phone now, so Lord willing, the audio is just fine, But this is the book of Sirach, chapter 30 and verse 21. It says, give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself in thine own counsel. So first thing first, don't give your mind over to heaviness, man. Don't be thinking, oh, this world would be better if I was just not here. Ain't nothing going right for me. I done lost my job. Baby mom won't let me see my kids. I done lost my wife. All my old homies that I used to hang out with, they don't want to chill with me no more because I don't smoke. I don't go to the club no more. So we can't find nothing that we could agree upon because those things that I can no longer do were the only things that we had in common. These are things that our people think about in this truth and have to go through and have to face on an everyday basis, man. Because chiefly we came out of the world. Hey, when we was in the world, we were surrounded by worldly people. When we was in the world, we were surrounded by worldly people. But now since we didn't came out, you got to surround yourself by godly people, man. You got to surround yourself by godly people because, chiefly that's going to help you in the long run, right? So let me go to the book, the Sirach, right? I believe I want chapter 33. So no, that's not what I want. Hold on. 37, right? The book of Sirach, chapter 37 and verse 12, right? It says, but be continually with the godly man whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry, right? So the best thing when you feeling down, hey, call a friend. Call a homie up, man. Call up a brother, and a brother might give you some precepts if you don't already have none of your own. And chiefly, hey, sometimes it feel better when you could kind of go through the precepts with somebody else. When you feel like you kind of get that weight off your shoulders when you tell somebody what you're going through. And chiefly, somebody that understands what you're going through because they're going through the same thing as you, or they done already went through it. Why? Because they've been in this truth for so long. For so long and so forth, So they know what you're going through. They know what you're facing. They know how it feel to come out of the world. They know how it feel to kind of be rejected by your family because you don't celebrate holidays. You don't celebrate birthdays. You don't do all these other wicked things that you used to do, man. And they know how it feels, when your family might speak evil of you because you don't do those things, man. Hey, when you come into the truth, your family, they might even speak evil on you, man. That's not a reason to be depressed because the Lord told us that these things will come to pass, man. right? The Lord told us that these things will happen, that our family will be against us when we came into this truth, man. You know, so like it. Let me grab this first, and I got another precept lined up after it. This is the book of Luke, chapter 12 and verse 51. It says, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth. I tell you nay, but rather division. So it's gonna be division. You know, it says, for from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2 and 2 against 3. So people own households, they're gonna be divided, man. You know, it says, the father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father, the mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. So a whole family is gonna be split up, divided. It's gonna be looking ugly, man. You know why? Because you came into the truth, so now they're not really rocking with you on that level no more, because you telling them that they can't eat pork, or the Lord go destroy their ass and all of that. So they kind of resent you a little bit, or you all of a sudden, you wearing fringes, and they're not really with that, because you're not dressing the same as them no more. You're not doing those same things. You don't want to kick it on the holidays. You're not showing up to the family feast, to the kids' birthdays, parties, and all that. You're not buying nobody no presents when they doing the damn Secret Santa and all that. Those things are going to come to pass. And you might feel like your family is against you because of that. But you can't you can't let that weigh you down, man. Like we just read in Sirach. It says, so like it. Let me go back to it. Sirach chapter 30 and 21. Right? It says, give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself in thine own counsel, right? So don't give your mind over to heaviness, man. The Lord told us that these things will come to pass, man. You losing your family, you losing your job, you losing everything, So like, let me grab this first, right? Let me go to the book of 1 Peter, right? Let's go to the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4. And I believe I want verse 4. I'm gonna start at 3. It says, for the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles, right? So in time past in our old life, and we used to do the same works as the Gentiles. We used to be at the clubs, at the parties, kicking it. Brothers ordering bottles, got the bottle girls coming. And before that, before you even hit the club, you at the crib pre-gaming. Brothers got their blunts on deck. Brothers got the drinks on deck. Brothers got whatever on deck, man. Whatever you was doing in the world, hey, we was doing the works of the Gentiles when we was in the world, man. But now we done came up out of that, and so now it's like, you don't do those same things no more, and a lot of people say, why you act so boring now? You boring now. You don't never want to have fun no more. You don't never come out with the brothers no more. You don't never do this. You don't never do that. They go try to scoff at you. Your own people, they'll scoff at you. Your own people that used to call your homies, your best friends, your sisters, your brothers, they go scoff at you now because you don't want to do those same things. And the Lord said that. It says, for the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles, when we walked in lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, right? So I'm gonna break those down. It says, when we walked in lasciviousness, right? Lust, lasciviousness is like a form of fornication, right? It says lust, hey, you and your homie, y'all used to go to the mall and just kind of see how many numbers y'all could get, man. Or y'all would go to the club and see how many, and see if either one of y'all could bring a girl home that night, man. That's lust, man. You used to do those things back in the world. You don't do those things in the truth now. And your homie, he kind of resents you because now he done lost his wingman. He done lost his wingman. You don't go to the club with him no more. Y'all can't take down the girls that y'all used to, man. Because now that sex is marriage. Now that you gotta prove somebody before you can even lay with them. And your friend, he not thinking that same way. He just wanna hit and quit it. He just wanna hit girls and quit them. The same day. He want to have one night stands and all that. And you tell him you're not with that no more. So now he kind of be like, man, you on some lame shit now, man. And then he don't even hit you up no more. Now I feel like you done lost your friend. Now you feel like you alone in the world. Now you feel like, now you feel like you didn't change on your homie. But the whole time you changed for the better. Don't feel like your change was a change for the worse. You changed for the better. You know, you got up out of the congregation of the dead. Them people over there that still doing those things, hey, they in the congregation of the dead. And it might even look like they having fun. But what? Hey, like the scripture say, it says, even though it's speaking about a woman, you could apply this to men as well. You know, it says, but she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. That's 1 Peter 5 and 6, I believe. Yeah, it might be 1 Timothy 5 and 6, like it. But yeah, that's 1 Timothy 5 and 6. It says, but she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth, man. You know, so all those people that's living in pleasure, hey, they in the congregation of the dead, man. You know, they not living according to the law, statutes, and commandments. But you came into this truth. You came into life now, man. You know, and you gotta think about that, and think about that. Think about, you know, how you kind of escaped all of that. You know, the Lord kind of had favor on you to bring you up into this thing, man. You know, and He brought you into this thing to last. He didn't bring you in this thing for you to, you know, wanna seek death and wanna kind of kill yourself and resent being in this truth, man. You know, that's just your flesh getting to you. You can't let that happen, right? It says, when we walked in lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, you know, brothers out there getting drunk, being drunkards and all that. It says revelings, banquetings, right? Banquetings, going to the club, doing all of that. What comes with that? It says, and abominable idolatries, right? Hey, your granny be like, you don't never come to church for me no more. You don't never come to the Christmas dinner. You don't celebrate Thanksgiving and Valentine's Day. You know, New Year's came around, you was nowhere to be found. You know, so your family, they kind of resent you for that. And it's finna say this. It say, wherein they think it strange that you run not with them to the same excess of riot. Right? So the people that's still in the world, they gonna think at you strange. Hey, I had a brother, my brother Tazama. He kind of, his neighbors, they, people that hang with his neighbors, I used to be close with them in the world. You know, people that hang with my brother, my ox neighbors, you know, I used to be close with them in the world. And one day they was telling Tazama, you know, they was like, the people that I used to be cool with, they was telling Tazama, like, yeah, you know, he like all of a sudden, you know, he just switched up. He switched up and he just started acting weird. Talking about me. Talking about I switched up and I started acting weird. No, brother, I came into the truth, brother. I chose life rather than death, brother. I left the world. And came into the truth. I chose to serve the Lord instead of serving Satan, man. You know, instead of being a friend of the world, I came and chose to be a servant of the Lord, right? But these people, they go speak evil of you. People that you used to run with, kick it with every day, you know? People that used to be able to, people that back then you would do anything for, you know? Hey, they go speak evil of you because why? You're not doing the same things as they doing no more. Hey, my best friend, he blocked me on Facebook, man. My best friend, when I was damn 11, since I was damn 11, 10 years old, the brother had me blocked on Facebook, man. You know, they talk about I don't come hang with the brothers no more. You know, and you can't let those things make you feel some type of way because what you did was for a greater good, right? It says, wherein they think it strange that you run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you, right? So they gonna even speak evil of you, man, right? So like it. Let me go to the book. What's that I want? Let me see. Hold on. Right, so they're going to even speak evil of you. And these people might be in your family. These people might be your best friends and all that. Right, this is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. And I'm going to start at verse 13. It says, he professeth to have the knowledge of God and calleth himself the child of the Lord, right? Because those that come into the truth, they profess to have the knowledge of God now. You know, now you came into this new knowledge. You came into the law, statutes, and commandments, which is knowledge, you know, which is the beginning of wisdom, you know. So these people, the people that used to run with, they kind of talking down on you now, the people that's still in the world, you know. It says, he was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us to behold, right? We grievous unto them. Because why? We telling them to put the pork down. We telling them that we can't come and join their celebrations no more. We telling them we not coming to the club, man. You know, so we grievous unto them. You know, they don't like what we doing. You know, they don't like what we pushing. They don't like the way we moving now. And if we were still back in the world smoking weed with them, you know, and getting drunk and going to parties and all that and being a thought, hey, they wouldn't have nothing bad to say about you because you doing the same thing as them. You know, but now since you didn't crossed over to a different path, you know, they kind of make it seem like you acting like you better than them now. You know, hey, I even had brothers tell me, I even had brothers in the world tell me like, you think you better than me because you stopped smoking? Brother, what that got to do with anything, brother? Am I better than you because I stopped smoking? You saying I think that? When did that ever come out of my mouth? You know? But, you know, other people, you know, people that's kind of weak in the truth, they hear those things and kind of get offended by it and be like, you know what? Maybe I did kind of switch up on my friends and family. Maybe I should just, you know, go back into the world. But other people, and then another person might be like, you know what? I did kind of switch up, but I can't go back. But I can't drop out of this truth. You know, I'm just kill myself. You know, a lot of people, they think like that, man. They think like that. They let that depression get to them. They let them evil thoughts and them demons and them evil communications, they let all that get to them in their head. And they kind of just, you know, choose to check out, man. You know, choose to check out. They damn cut their wrist, or they damn drown themselves. You know, or they damn go to the bathroom and pop all them pills, pop like 9 pills at once, you know, to make themselves overdose, man. But that's not the way out, man. This the Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 12, right? It says, seek not death in the era of your life, right? Don't seek death in the era of your life, man. When things is looking at their worst, you know, when you done lost your job, you done lost your family and all that. Don't seek death in that, man. You know, hey, keep trucking, man. Hey, stay strong in this thing, man. You know, because it's only the Lord that's trying you through that, man. This is only trial and tribulation from the Lord, because the Lord wants to prove that you're a humble servant. The Lord wants to prove you so that you could be like that gold, you know, tried in the fire, man. You know, it says, seek not death in the era of your life, and pull not upon yourselves destruction and the works of your hand. I mean, with the works of your hands. Don't pull upon yourself destruction, man. You know, don't just be sitting there saying, I'm already at the bottom, so fuck it. I'm gonna just, you know, go ahead and be a drunk now. You know, I'm gonna grab a liquor bottle and just drink all day, every day now. Or I'm gonna go grab me some crack and I'm finna just smoke it, you know, and just throw my whole life away. No, don't seek to yourself your own destruction, man. You know? Matter of fact, this what you have to do in those cases, man. This the Book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse Salakia. This is the Book of Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 4. It says, whatsoever is brought upon thee. So like, I'm gonna start at 1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Hey, prepare your soul for temptation. Prepare for that depression. Prepare for those demons that hop on your family, that kind of make you resent being in this truth. You know, prepare for everything. Prepare for losing your life, you know. Prepare for losing everything, your apartment. You know, you down on your rent because your job tried to make you work on a Sabbath day, so you didn't show up, so they fired you. Now you can't pay your rent. You know, now, like, brother, you got to prepare yourself for things like that. You got to kind of count the cost when you come into this truth, you know. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away. So you got to cleave to the Lord when shit get hard like that, man. You know, when it feel like you backed up against the corner and it ain't no way to go, hey, cleave to the Lord, man. Drop down on your knees and say, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Lord, I pray that you give me the strength to get up out of this situation that I'm in, Most High. I pray that you allow me to continue to battle against the temptation and these demons and all of that. Brother, you got to do that. You got to do those things. You got to call upon the Lord in your time of trouble, man. Right? It says, verse 4, it says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. So you got to take it cheerfully, man. You know, you got to kind of be like Job in that thing. You know, Job done lost everything. Matter of fact, let's go to that, man. It said, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, man. You know, hey, we got the precepts. We got the story of Job, man. Job lost everything. Job lost his house. He lost his riches, his kids. Hey, his wife even turned on him, man. You know, and Job still didn't forsake the Lord. Job cleaved to the Lord, man, even harder. It's like you. This is the Book of Job, chapter 1 and verse This is the book of Job, chapter 1 and verse, let me grab this real quick. I'm gonna start at 8, right? This is the book of Job, chapter 1 and verse 8. It says, and the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil, right? So the Most High, he kind of talking this mess to Satan right now. He like, hey, I got this brother Job, you know, he a humble servant. Hey, he fears me to the death, man. Ain't nothing you could do to kind of make him turn away from serving me, man. No matter what you do, right? So the Most High talking this stuff. He bigging up Job right now. You know, he boasting in Job, right, to Satan, you know. And it says, verse 9, it says, then Satan answered the Lord and said, doth Job fear God for not, right? So Satan said back to the Most High, like, you sure he served you? You know, you made him rich. You made him rich. He don't got to want for nothing. So of course he go serve you. Look what all you gave him. Look at everything you didn't bless him with. Of course he's gonna serve you. You know. It says, hast thou not made an hedge about him and about his house and about all that he have on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land, right? So he said you didn't gave him everything that he need. You know, so of course he go serve you. You know. It says, but put forth thine hand now, touch all that he have, and he will curse thee to thy face. You know, Satan kind of like, you know, but take all that shit away. Take everything away that you didn't gave him, you know, and he go stop serving you. You know, he go kind of turn on you because you didn't took away all his riches. You know, so the Most High was like, you know what, we go put it to the test. We go, you know, kind of make a bet in this thing, man. You know, it says, and the Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he have is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thy hand. So Satan went from the presence of the Lord. And there was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And there came a messenger unto Job, said, the oxen were plowing, and the she asses feeding beside them, and the Sabians fell upon them and took them away. So the Sabians came and took Job oxes away, right? And they killed his servants. It says, and took them away. Yea, they have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and only I am escaped alone to tell thee. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the fire of God is fallen from heaven and have burned up the sheep, right? So first his oxen get taken, you know, and they kill some of his servants. Now fire then rain down from heaven and kill some of Job's sheep, right? And the servants and consumed them, right? And I only am escaped alone to tell thee. While he was yet speaking, right, there came also another and said, the Chaldeans made out 3 bands and fell upon the camels and have carried them away, yea, and have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, right? So they took Job's camels, the Chaldeans, right? It says, and only I am escaped alone to tell thee. While he was yet speaking, so a 4th person then came. It says, while he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, thy sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness and smote the 4 corners of the house, and it fell upon the young men, and they are dead, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee, right? So 4, you know, Job lost his ox, his sheep, his camels, and his children, man. You know, Job done lost everything in damn one day in a matter of hours, man. You know, but let's see what Job did. Let's see if Job was like, you know what? I don't want to live no more. I just want to die now. I'm finna just go ahead, you know, go in the kitchen and just kind of slit my wrists and just kind of lay on the floor till I bleed out and die. Let's see if Job did that. It says, then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head, right, to show that he was mourning, and fell down upon the ground and worshipped. And said, so he fell down upon the ground, he dropped down on his knees, and Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shah, bless you Yahweh wa Yahweh Shah. You know, that's what Job dropped down and did, man. He dropped down and blessed the Lord, worshiped the Most High, man. It says, and said, naked came I out my mother's womb, and naked shall I return thither. The Lord gave, and the Lord have taken away. Blessed be the name of Yahweh. In all this Job sinned not, nor charged God foolishly, right? So Hey, Job, he, you know, even though he had everything taken away, hey, he took it cheerfully, man. Bless the Lord in all of it. Just like it says Sirach. So like it. Let's go back to Sirach and read it again. This Sirach 2 and 4, it says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, right? Gold is tried in the fire, man. You know, when you making gold, you want to get it to its purest form. When you first take it out the ground, it's not in its purest form. It got all types of other minerals inside of it. Might have some sodium, might have some copper up in there and all that. You got to get all those things out. So you go put it in that fire pot, and you just go keep heating it up. Just steady heating it up, blowing that fire up on there till it melt all the way down. And it's going to melt all of those impurities out. It's going to melt out that copper. It's going to melt out that tin and that zinc and all of that, you know. And then you finally pour it back in the colder cup or whatever, you know, so it could cool down. Now you got that pure gold. But first, before you had to get that pure gold, you had to put it through the fire. You know, and the Lord is doing the same thing to us. The Lord puts us through the fire. You know, so don't let that depression that come upon you when you're going through the fire, don't let that get you down, man. You know, it's only the Lord trying you, right? Let me see if I can find this precept real quick. Slovakia. Come on. This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 12. It says, beloved, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, right? So don't think it's strange. You know, don't think that the Most High is just trying to punish you. Don't think that you're the only person that's going through this, man. You know, don't think it's strange, man. You know, because why? You have to be tried, you know. So don't let it get to you like that. It says, beloved, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice in as much as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's suffering, right? So you got to rejoice in that, man, because you being a partaker in the sufferings of Christ, man, you know. You being a partaker in that, you know. The Lord is going to chasten. Hey, who the Lord loves, he chastens, man. You know, who the Lord... So, like, let me grab this real quick. Let's go to the book of Hebrews, right? All right, I think this... Is that chapter 9? Slovakia. Kind of dealing with this new Bible. Hold on, let me finish this precept real quick. In Peter, 1 Peter 4 and 12 again. It says, beloved, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice in as much as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings, right? That when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy, right? So when his glory be revealed, when the Lord come into that, when the Lord crack that sky, man, you know, and he redeemed you up into that chariot and you getting crowned in the wilderness, man. Hey, you gonna have a seed in joy, man, because you made it through that fire. You made it through all that trial and tribulation. Hey, you dealt with that depression like a damn boss, man. You know? And that's what the Lord wants you to do. He wants you to deal with that depression like a boss. The Lord don't want you to kind of cower out. You know, the Lord don't want you to kind of, you know, kind of just tuck your tail and go back in the doghouse like a damn wimp. The Lord don't want you to do that, man. You know, but we all get weak in this thing. You know, we all get weak in this thing. We just got to continue to, we just got to continue to stay strong, man. Right? Right? We just got to continue to stay strong in this thing, man. Because ain't no temptation that ain't common to man, man. You know, and chiefly, you don't want to surround yourself by things that's going to make you get deep into your thoughts. You know, you don't want to surround yourself with things like that. You want to kind of distance yourself from those things, right? Let's go to the book of, what is that? 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians, right? I believe I won't. Is that chapter 11? Slovakia. Salakia, bear with me. Trying to think of this precept. Is it 1 Corinthians? Salakia, it is. Damn, slipped my mind. Bear with me. If I can't find it, I just have to move on. Salakia. Salakia, I can't really find it, but you know, it says evil communications corrupt good manners, right? So you don't want to surround yourself with things. Salakia, still trying to see if I can find it. Right, you don't want to kind of surround yourself with things that kind of remind you, or things that will kind of, fuel your depression. You know, chiefly you want to, say like you was listening to them, you wondering why you always depressed, but then you listening to them Lil Uzi, All My Friends Is Dead all day. You know, Push Me to the Edge, All My Friends Is Dead. Hey, that puts a spirit on you, man. You know, that type of music, all those things,